A live look at Piscataway, New Jersey at Shai Stadium. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though they will have a home field advantage, Coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Scarlet Knights will kick off first, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To throw, it's Jennings. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Punt is in the air. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The run inside. It's Raymond. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Anthony. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. And his throw is incomplete. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Mustangs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board. And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Quarterback running on the draw. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They feed him again. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 35. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. And you need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Black. Thrust that arm out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
On the move from inside his 5. Mustang's offense is ready to go on the attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Back to pass, it's Jennings. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, as a quarterback, you know, if you put the ball anywhere near this guy, anywhere in his vicinity with his catch radius and his athleticism, he's going to be able to snag it. They weren't able to hit him in stride, but he bails his quarterback out with an awesome diving catch.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Grab near the marker, it's Singleton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Defense there to stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it was a good move that got him that much.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? You're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Well, this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt. They'll send out the kicker here. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Black. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Rutgers has it back, and they'll send the offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits. Turning it on! And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this.
He lofts one down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. Running inside. It's Raymond. There's a little room there. The 20. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Getting to the end zone. Nice run.
On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdown.
Makes the grab in their space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Got the back over the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option. They didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Oh, they're after him! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They put on the heat and they blocked it. Scoop it up and going the other way.
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, two guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to...
Quarterback will keep it. Shakes off the defender. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
24, Rutgers, 14.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He goes right back to the air. Bringing the heat. He makes the grab. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Showing off the arms. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Scarlet Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Flips it out to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. With the catch, it's Allen. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Looking down the middle. Got his man to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He goes out of bounds at the 40 after an excellent return. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Singleton. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Mustangs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Rutgers takes its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
To the air on 1st down. Finds his man, it's Anthony. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game. There he goes. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll go right back to it. Shows him the stiff arm. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Rutgers! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Here's the pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're dealing with a second and long. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Under fire. And down he goes.
And that's a great start to this second half. That's what you talked about in the locker room at halftime. Don't let them create momentum. Don't let them start to create a comeback. Come back on this first drive, set the tone. The defense doing that right off the bat.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He wants to take the top off. He's got it way down the field. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Wants to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
A strike downfield.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The give on the counter. Oh, it's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Takes it in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Could be an alley. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Raymond. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Finds his tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And you watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
Oh, he's got a chance! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Makes the grab. It's Smith.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. He might want another play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. Quick step and go. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, SMU. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Rutgers, 28.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll send the back in motion. The run inside. It's Raymond. Picks up the first down. Maybe a crease. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Raymond. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Rutgers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Coming out with it, it's Cooper. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the dub.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Cooper. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the Mustangs respond.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly. And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Going over the top. He's got it inside the 15. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Lining up for the PAT. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. From the gun, running back gets to give.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
That's caught. It's Singleton. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Quick spin on the run. Makes a grab and room to run. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the Mustangs respond.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Running inside. It's Raymond. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to...
Going long. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Just feeds the running back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. We'll send the tight end in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Makes it past the marker. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Rutgers takes its second timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. The option look. He'll do it himself. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And with that takeaway, the defense has just left the door open just enough maybe for their team to come back. They needed a takeaway badly here late in the game, and they got it. Let's see if the offense can respond and seize this momentum.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Running the red zone. It's Raymond. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout called here by Rutgers, and that's their 3rd. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. He wants it all. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those 1 play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and